Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are on, I think, our most ambitious mission yet.
I think you might be right about that.
We're going to try and understand the secret behind, well, everything, the secret of existence, of reality itself.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do it by looking at, distant galaxies or something. We're going to look at one simple thing.
The simplest thing.
The material itself, the matter that everything is made of.
That's it. That's absolutely right. Because when we talk about matter, I mean, the air you're breathing, the device you're listening on, anything, the foundation of all of it.
It's the atom.
It's the structure of the atom. We tend to think of it as, just the science.
Right. Something for a textbook.
Exactly. But the way it's built, the way its parts connect,
Yeah.
that is the map to reality. And you don't need to be a physicist.
Yeah.
A really, even a simple understanding of how it's built is enough.
Enough to see the essence of creation.
The very essence of creation, and honestly, our own experience too.
Okay, so let's unpack this, because I know where this is going. And to get to the really profound stuff, we have to start with the basics.
We have to. The simple physics.
Let's define what an atom actually is in this context. Just the fundamentals, laid out clearly.
Okay, so every atom has basically three main aspects.
Right.
And you can think of it like a tiny solar system. It's a great analogy.
Yeah.
The first part is the nucleus, the center.
The sun in this picture.
Exactly, the sun. It's the center, and it carries a positive charge. And inside that nucleus, you've got two kinds of particles.
Protons and neutrons.
Protons, which have that positive charge, and neutrons, which, like the name suggests, are neutral. They just add mass, stability.
And then circling that positive core, you have the second aspect.
The electrons.
The planets.
The planets. And they have a negative charge. They're constantly moving around that nucleus. It's this dance.
It sounds chaotic, but it's not.
Not at all. It's organized with, breathtaking precision.
And that precision brings us to this idea of a perfect balance.
The balance scale. That's what it is. Because when you look at any stable atom, the negative charge from all those electrons, it's perfectly exactly equal to the positive charge from the protons in the nucleus.
Not just close, it's a perfect match.
It's a fundamental equality. It's mathematical perfection.
So if you put them together, the plus and the minus, what happens?
The total electric charge of the whole atom becomes zero.
It just cancels out.
Completely. In almost every case, the plus and the minus balance each other out, and the total charge is zero. A net zero state.
And that right there, that's the starting point for all of this.
That is the fundamental takeaway. The base of all matter in the world, the atom, is built on perfect balance.
Okay, but this is where it gets, for me, really interesting. Because it's not just about the charge balance. It's about the space, the ratio between these parts.
This is where reality starts to feel, well, less real.
It really does.
You have to visualize the scale, or it's just impossible to get. So imagine the nucleus, that little bundle of protons and neutrons. Imagine it's a tiny marble, or even like a grain of sand.
Okay, I have this marble in my mind.
Now, where is the first electron orbiting it?
I don't know, a few inches away, a foot.
100 meters away.
Yeah.
A full football field away.
No.
Yes, the ratio is just, it's astonishing.
So you have a tiny marble in the center of a giant stadium, and then way, way out at the edge are the electrons.
That's the picture. So the question is,
what's in the middle? What's filling that huge space?
Empty space, a void.
And we have to be really specific about what empty means here.
Very specific. It's not air. Air is also, it's made of atoms.
Right.
Empty here means nothing. Truly, absolutely nothing at all. A vacuum.
Which leads to this statistic that it just breaks my brain every time I hear it.
It should. It turns out that about 99.999% of every atom,
every single atom that makes up everything,
is completely empty space.
So we're not talking about matter. We're talking about structures that are almost entirely void.
Which brings us right to the observer's paradox. Let's make it real. Right now, you're probably sitting on a chair.
I am.
That chair is made of matter, wood, metal, whatever. It's made of atoms, which means your chair
is 99.999% empty space.
Exactly. The thing you are trusting to hold you up is almost entirely nothing.
Okay, that's the core conflict right there. How am I not falling through it?
How does something that's mostly empty space feel solid?
Why can't I just walk through this wall? I mean, if it's 99.9999% void, it should be like walking through a light mist. I shouldn't feel it.
And the answer to that paradox, the real reason you don't fall through the chair, that's the key to understanding the entire mystery of the universe.
So let's talk about this empty space, because It's obviously not nothing in the way we think of nothing. It's not passive.
Not at all. If it were, everything would just collapse. This empty space between the proton and the electron, this void, it somehow holds everything together.
You called it the force of precision.
It's an active nothingness. This void is what keeps the distance between the electron and the proton so precise, so unbelievably exact, we can't even imagine it.
And the scale is so small.
Smaller than a millionth of a human hair,
Mm-hmm.
and that precise distance held by this force in the void is the stabilizer.
So what is it stabilizing against? What are the dangers?
It's stabilizing against two opposite failures, really.
Yeah.
On one hand, it keeps the electrons at that perfect distance so they don't stick to the positive proton.
Right, because opposites attract.
They do. Without that stabilizing force, the negative electron would just spiral right into the positive nucleus. Boom, atomic collapse.
And the other danger.
It also keeps them from moving too far away. If they got too far, they'd escape the proton's pull completely.
They just fly off.
They'd fly off and all matter would just disappear.
Yeah.
So it has to be this perfect balance between attraction and escape.
And that precision. I know the analogy we use for this is cosmic.
It has to be. The stability of one tiny atom is based on the same kind of delicate balance that runs the solar system.
It's like the distance between the Earth and the sun.
It is exactly like that. We all know if the Earth were just a little bit closer to the sun,
Wouldn't burn up.
we'd be incinerated.
Yeah.
And if we were a little farther away,
We'd freeze solid.
either way, life as we know it is impossible.
And it's the exact same razor's edge inside every single atom.
The very same. If the electrons get too close, they crash. If they get too far, they fly away. Either way, there would be nothing.
So the fact that anything exists at all is proof that this impossible balance is working perfectly.
Maintained by the void. So you start to see that this empty space is a wonder. It's something beyond just nature. It's an active principle.
Holding that perfect balance between the two opposites.
The force of the plus and the opposite force of the minus. And it holds them both at the same time.
It's just breathtaking. This empty space, which has no form, no definition, nothing we can measure as a thing.
Is what holds that perfect balance. You think about all the opposites in our world, day and night, good and bad.
Yeah.
There is no greater, more precise balance in the entire universe than what's happening inside that supposedly empty space.
This precision, it leads us to a new way of seeing things, a new framework. You said that reality is made of three main parts that are four.
Yes. It sounds like a riddle, but it's not. It's the structure of existence.
So let's define the three.
The three is matter itself. It's the positive charge, the proton at the center. It's the negative charge, the electron moving around it.
And the third thing.
The empty space between them, the stabilizer. That's the tripod that all matter stands on.
And from that structure, we learn that the positive and negative charge are the thing and its opposite.
Yes, that's the blueprint. Every duality we experience in our lives, every single one, is just a reflection of the plus and minus at the very base of all matter.
So at the base of creation, everything is perfectly balanced.
Perfectly. The atom has both a thing and its opposite inside it. But in creation itself, those two are really one thing.
Inseparable.
Completely inseparable. And the empty space is the mechanism that keeps them that way.
It keeps that perfect distance.
It lets the plus stay plus and the minus stay minus. Neither one cancels the other out. That's real balance. Not getting rid of the opposites, but holding them in perfect tension.
So creation itself, all the matter that exists, is completely balanced. The root is two opposites in perfect harmony.
It is.
But our lives aren't. Our experience is full of chaos, friction, imbalance. So where does that come from?
It comes from us. The imbalance begins with the human being, the one who looks at creation from the outside.
We're the ones who aren't balanced.
We aren't. But this isn't a mistake. It's a necessary condition for us to even exist as individuals.
What do you mean? Why is it necessary?
Well, think about it. If you, as the observer, were perfectly balanced to begin with, if all the forces inside you were perfectly equal,
I'd be static. I wouldn't move.
nothing about your unique essence could ever appear. You couldn't be revealed. Look at your own body. You can only walk, you can only move, because there's a slight imbalance between left and right.
You move in the gap between opposites.
You move toward the side where your will has a slight advantage. That's how you reveal yourself, how you make a path.
So for my own specific will to be shown, my mind had to sort of split reality in two.
It had to. Into a thing and its opposite.
Yeah.
This is what allows us to desire, to strive, to become.
And to do that, my mind has to actively hide half of the picture from me.
It has to. It hides the side you don't like, the part you reject, the things that feel like they're against you.
So that the other half, my desire, can move forward.
It lets your will try to make itself real. We define ourselves by what we choose, but also by what we push away.
But the truth of that other side is always there.
It's revealed in the moments of friction. The second that reality upsets you, you're furious about traffic or some small thing happens,
That anger is a signal.
the anger shows you one thing instantly. You are out of balance. You're holding onto your side 100% and rejecting the opposite side.
So the anger is just a mirror.
It's just a mirror showing that you haven't yet balanced the thing and its opposite inside yourself. You haven't made peace with the duality that is the root of creation.
The atom is calm and balanced, but we, the observers, are not.
Not yet.
Okay, let's go back to that empty space because it's so central. Science can deal with the poles, right? The proton and the electron.
Absolutely. Science is brilliant at that. It can map them, measure them, explore what's inside them. They're measurable things.
But what about the middle, that huge 99.999%?
The secret of the empty space itself is, well, it's impossible to know with those same tools. It have no physical definition. It's simply nothing.
Total absence.
One giant nothing. You can't approach it as a thing because it's beyond the world of things, beyond polarity.
So why do scientists call it empty?
They call it empty because the observer, the unbalanced human mind, can't process what it really is.
Our minds can't see it.
We can't see all the different combinations of things in the world and all of time, past, present, and future, all at once. Our mind is linear, polarized.
So this resolves that paradox from earlier. The empty space is nothing and everything at the same time.
Yes. The empty space is the absolute reality beyond time.
And the two poles, the electron and the proton, they are what appear to us like time.
Exactly. Like past and future, like there's a distance, a movement between them. But the empty space itself is where it all exists at once.
So what is the empty space then, if it's not nothing?
It's everything. It's all potential. It includes all combinations, all forms, all images.
Of every person, every creature.
Everything that exists in creation, from the very beginning until the end of time. It's all there in the void of every atom.
Okay, so let's go back to the chair with this new understanding. Why don't I fall through it?
You don't fall through because your mind works in a polar way. Right and left, yes and no, solid and not solid.
My mind holds on to the two sides, the electron and the proton, but without balance.
You lean, you choose, you judge. And when a person holds on to only one side, when you see the two opposites as separate and in conflict,
Matter appears solid to me.
it appears as something that blocks you. Your own internal state of imbalance is what creates the experience of solidity.
Which suggests something truly transformative.
It does. It suggests that a person who could bring their life into full balance,
Where their will and everything opposite to their will become equal.
like the charges in the atom,
They could actually pass through matter.
they could. Because the source of the solidity is the observer's imbalance. If you could make yourself balanced, like matter is,
The wall would stop appearing solid.
it would become transparent. Because the internal barrier is gone, the external one vanishes.
You could see from one end of the world to the other.
That's the secret of the empty space being revealed. Matter stops being a block, something that hides. It becomes something that helps you pass through it,
Into higher worlds.
into realities beyond linear time.
So what's the simplest effect of this on our normal, everyday life? If I achieve this balance, what changes?
Your relationship to time and effort, something that would normally take you, say, 120 years, a whole lifetime of work, to achieve.
Right.
A balanced person in a reality beyond time could manifest that same result in 15 minutes of our world's time.
Because they're accessing the place where everything happens at once.
They're not stuck on the slow, linear path.
This brings us right to the idea of time and freedom. It seems pretty clear. Time rules over us. We don't rule over time.
Just think about it. Has anyone ever truly ruled over time? Not the rich, not the poor, not any nation or system.
No.
No one. Because everyone, every system, is only one side of the two opposites. And to rule time, you have to possess both sides at once.
Which is the nature of the empty space.
So time rules us because we are observers who are not balanced.
Yeah.
We move with time from past to future, only on one side of the equation, our side.
We're stuck on a single track.
We are. And the state where you can get off that track, where you can rule over matter and time itself, that is true freedom.
Eternal freedom.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Because if I haven't yet unlocked that secret, the secret of the thing and its opposite existing at the same time,
Then any freedom I have now is temporary.
it's in a borrowed name. Sooner or later, its opposite will come. A kind of slavery will arrive, because my freedom was defined within time, not outside of it.
So the purpose of this whole journey of self-discovery, it's a two-step process.
It is. First, you have to reveal yourself, your unique will. But that is, by its nature, only one side of the coin.
And once that's done,
The purpose is to return, to consciously reconnect all the opposites you were separated from at the beginning,
to realize that my will is just one of countless wills.
and to reintegrate yourself back into the whole that the empty space represents.
So when a person connects their own will with the will that's opposite to it, and can understand and live both sides,
Their awareness moves. It moves into the middle, into the empty space between the opposites.
you stop living on the poles.
And when that happens, matter stops hiding. It starts to reveal. The reality that's beyond time can be revealed to us right here, right now in this life.
Let's bring it all together then. Back to that idea you opened with. Reality is 3 and 4.
Yes, it's the perfect summary.
The 3 is matter itself, the essence of existence.
The proton, the electron, and the empty space. It's balanced. The plus equals the minus.
And because matter holds that perfect balance, it exists beyond time.
Nature itself is not inside time.
And the 4?
The fourth component is the observer.
Us.
And because we, the observers, have no balance, we're always choosing a side.
Reality looks as if there is time when we look at matter. We project our own imbalance onto the world, and that projection is what we call time.
We create our own cage.
We do, which means the greatest wisdom of all is to learn how to move from being the observer who creates time to becoming the thing itself, to become as balanced as the atom.
That's the whole secret.
In a nutshell.
It's just incredible. The atom, the root of all creation, is in perfect balance. And that balance is why the empty space, the reality beyond time, is revealed there.
And that gives us the key principle for living. It's simple, really. It's just about putting yourself right.
You don't need to fix the world. You don't need to fix the other person or win the argument. The entire external conflict is just showing you an internal one.
It's about connecting the opposites inside your own mind.
Into perfect balance, just like the atom.
So here's a final thought for you to take with you from this deep dive. If the empty space passes through all matter in the world, and there is no space and no time within it, because it's all the same place and the same time,
And
then the difference between one country and another, between one person and another, between your past and your future, it exists only in your relationship to the thing and its opposite.
it's only in your mind.
If you stop and truly look into this, you will see a doorway, a way to break out of the terrible cage, the slavery of time. Time only rules us as long as we stay unbalanced observers. The goal is to become balanced so that reality itself begins to reveal its secrets to you.